So whenever I forget that I'm Jewish, I remember that for my birthday, my grandmother got me coupons to 2J's Deli. Now, if you don't know, 2J's is a deli in Boca Raton, Florida, which, if you don't know Boca Raton, there's Israel, and then there's Boca Raton. The only thing more Jewish than 2J's Deli is Shabbat dinner. At 2J's, we read the menu from right to left. It is easier to get into Birthright than it is to get a reservation at 2J's on a Sunday morning. And I love 2J's, but it's because I'm Jewish. I'm required by Jewish law. Once I was bar mitzvah, they were like, you don't have a choice, you love 2J's. Baruch atah Adonai loosely translates to, God wants you to love 2J's. I have a history of saying a lot of really inappropriate things. Anyone here ever play the Lego Star Wars games? Lego Star Wars? Okay. So Lego Star Wars 2 came out on September 12th, 2006. This is a very important date because I was in 4th grade and no one had bothered to tell me that September 11th was this horrible, horrible tragedy. I had no idea. I thought it was like any other calendar date. And so I pre-ordered Lego Star Wars 2 in June. So I wait June, July, August. September rolls around and I'm writing my name and date on the paper. And I ask my friend, hey, what's today's date? And he says 9/11. I'm like, 9/11? I get my game tomorrow. So I run up to my teacher. I'm like, Miss Chiera, is today really 9/11? And she's like, yes. I'm like, yes! And then in high school, so if you don't know, in the theater world, I was in theater in high school. If you don't know, you don't say good luck, you say break a leg. Don't say that to an athlete, because I had a friend on the soccer team, and she had a game that night, and I was like, hey, Elizabeth, go break a leg. And she came to school the next day in a wheelchair. And of course I felt awful, because I was like, oh God, like I wish her to break a leg, but I was like, do I have this power? So I was like, muscles, be bigger. I looked in the mirror, I was like, go get laid. It did not work. Also in high school, we had this substitute teacher, Miss Klein, and then we had her again like 5 months later. So I saw her again 5 months later. I was like, hey, Miss Klein, how you doing? How you been? She's like, actually, it's Miss Dennis now. And I'm like, oh, why wasn't I invited to the wedding? She's like, actually, it was a divorce. And I'm like, oh, why wasn't I invited to that? Also in high school, a dear, dear friend of mine, I said to him, hey man, what are you doing for the 4th of July? He's like, oh no, I don't celebrate on the 4th of July. And I was like, what are you, pro-British? He was like, no, my grandmother passed away on the 4th of July. And I was like, sparkler? Final example of me, just being me. So my mom, she gets really annoyed that I put my phone on airplane mode at night, because studies show if the notifications, the messaging, the buzzing will wake you up even if you don't realize it. So to get a good night's sleep, I put my phone on airplane mode. And she's like, what if I need to tell you something important in the middle of the night? I'm like, it can wait till the morning. She's like, what if I died? I'm like, you'll still be dead when I wake up. Thank you.